You should rent out the studio for porn.
Dude, I'm all down for it.
Lay down some sheets.
Yeah.
Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
I went to the petting zoo and I let the goat lick my penis.
3, 2, 1, fight.
Uh-oh.
Well, the best way to get something done, if it holds near and dear to you that you like to be able to... Anyway.
What the fuck was that? Hello, what you doing?
Hello? Is there somebody there? Can you hear me? You're scaring me.
I'll cradle the balls, stroke the shaft, work the pipe, swallow the gravy. Get it over here, buddy. Let's do this.
Yum, 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 yum.
This is great.
Well, I think if they win, I should get all the credit, and if they lose, I should not be blamed at all, okay?
Uh-oh, retard alert! Retard alert, class!
Taylor, we haven't seen you for a hot minute. What's going on? What's going on in your life?
Just pure disappointment.
Why?
Because my computer doesn't meet the minimum system requirements to play Starfield. And on top of that, it seems to suffer from like my biggest bitch about every Bethesda game created in the last like 20 years.
Hold on, is Starfield out yet?
It comes out on the 6th, but if you get the collector's edition or whatever, you can start playing it tomorrow. But my computer is 6700K. The minimum is 6800K. It says it needs a 1070 Ti minimum, and I have a 1070. So I'm kind of debating whether I should actually buy it at all.
Right.
But apparently the game is just... It's like every other Bethesda game. Like the cities...
Fantastic.
The cities barely feel like they're alive. With so fucking few people... Like, the world just feels sterilized. Like, you've got these entire planets supposedly to explore.
I don't even know what you're talking about. Vegas felt alive to me.
That was Obsidian.
What?
What do you mean that was Obsidian?
Yeah, and
I thought that was Bethesda.
No,
Bethesda
that was
published it.
Obsidian.
Obsidian developed it.
Like, have you played Cyberpunk 2077?
No.
When you if you are moving around that city, there are crowds of people everywhere doing their own things. It feels lived in. No Bethesda game has ever felt lived in because there's so fucking few people in the world.
So
because they have you interact with all of them. That's the thing.
So what we have in the house, the highest we have is a 3060, which is still not as good as his 1080 Ti. So playing Cyberpunk makes no sense to me.
Why?
Because we're not going to get the full effect of it.
My computer runs it on high settings with no fucking problem at all.
Ray tracing and all that?
No, because my card is older than ray tracing.
Have ray tracing, right?
Yeah, so I don't have any of the fancy DSL or whatever the fuck it is and all that other shit. I mean,
so Nikki's computer is the only one that can run a decent.
Well, I'm gonna probably buy a computer here in the
Well,
next
I thought that's
month.
what you were working overtime for that.
Yeah, well,
what?
Shit never works out like that in my life.
Right. It does.
Fucking money gone by Saturday after we get paid on Thursday, regardless of what I try to do.
Okay,
so
but
it's
hold
like
on, both of you are working
I just gave
now.
up. Yeah, but she only gets paid once a month.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
Well, when daycare costs a fucking left nutsack per month.
Well, you need to suck it up, and on those 3 days that you aren't working, you need to watch your kid, and then you'd have more money. Do you watch your kids on those 3 days?
3 days that I'm not I don't rotate,
Oh,
Dwayne. I'm
that's
Monday
right.
through Friday.
Fuck. You need to go back to the real world, where it's beautiful and fantastic.
I've been looking at... I don't know what you're talking about, because every website I've gone to look to order a computer says they'll ship to Washington State with an 800-watt power supply.
I could not buy one.
From who?
I could not buy a 3080.
From who?
From Dell.
Well, maybe Dell obeys it and everybody else doesn't,
Yeah.
but All I know is everybody's been willing to ship here, and from what I understand, Best Buy has computers in stock.
That's what I was pissed off about.
That you can get like 1,000-watt power supply in.
So Nikki's birthday. Say hello, Nick.
Hi.
Nikki's birthday is coming up, and he's at a 1080 Ti. And I'm looking around, and I look at I think, okay, $300. It's not that much. I'll buy him a fucking new GPU. But I'm looking at the 4060, and the 4060 is nominally better
10% better than the 3000 series of the same model.
Well, it's just barely even 10% of the 1080 Ti.
Not even fucking worth the price.
It's not worth it. So then all of a sudden you look at the 4070, right? And that's a jump from the 1080
and especially
Ti.
the 4070 Ti.
The 4070 Ti is the sweet spot. That's where you want to be.
Uh-huh.
But then you're talking $500, and it's his birthday. Do you want to spend $500 on this prick?
And if his processor ends up being a bottleneck for games, it doesn't matter how great his graphics card is. He's not going to be able to run it.
It depends on the game.
Well,
either it's GPU driven or it's CPU driven.
No, that's absolutely not true.
That is true. Now.
You can have a game that is intensive on both.
You can, but that doesn't happen.
Cyberpunk is intensive on both,
like
because
GTA.
you've got so much going on at once.
GTA is intensive on the CPU. I believe that's one of them.
It was also very poorly optimized.
That's fine. I'm just saying there's games that you can do both on. Now Andrew's got a 13700K. So he's almost at the top of the...
I was going to say, isn't that like the 12th generation Intel chip?
So he's almost at the top of the heap, but he's running a 3060. So he has a bottleneck in his GPU to play. When you get to 1440p, 1440. Why are we talking about this? It's fucking boring.
It's funny. You guys are sitting here like talking about, oh my God, he's got like a one generation back CPU. He's got last generation's fucking graphics card. He's bottlenecking. He can't even play games. Motherfucker, I'm on a 6700K on a 1070. This shit's 8 years old, and I can still run every game up until Starfield, basically.
You can't play every game on Extreme.
No, of course not. But it doesn't stop me from getting 60 frames on, high or medium settings.
We talked about you coming over. I friended you on Steam.
Yeah, I just got that a few days ago.
And I think you accepted.
Yep.
But coming over to Rust, I mean, here's one of the problems. Like the guy that I play with on Rust, and I hate starting off the podcast like this because it's gonna suck. He gives me all of his settings for his what's best. What are you doing under the table? Can you go to Andrew? What the fuck is he doing under the table?
To me.
Flicking the bean.
Fine, I'm just listening.
Either he's playing with his cock, or he's texting.
I'm doing both.
Yeah. Anyways, he runs through it and he goes, "I can tell that your fucking monitor sucks."
I still play 1080p.
Well, you motherfucker.
I don't even have a 1440 monitor, so I'm still playing everything in 1080.
But he doesn't give a shit about that. He wants the... And I thought if you were over 120 hertz, you were golden, right? For your monitor.
That was back 10 years ago, dude.
Have you looked at monitors now? Have you looked at fucking monitors now?
I haven't bought monitors in
is
years
the
because they're outrageously overpriced.
Now you want 240.
You want 240, right?
240.
240.
Yeah, that's the new...
I mean, at this point...
It's $300.
At this point, it's cheaper to go and get a fucking TV from Walmart to use as your monitor.
If it's decent.
Costs you
you can get a 1440 TV for like $500 now.
But you got to make the refresh rate is proper.
Yeah.
And
obviously you got to go to do research.
High-end LG, and which is going to cost you around $800.
If it's fucking 60 fucking inches, I mean, does that really make a difference?
I'm just saying, man. A good monitor. The monitor costs you money. The fucking everything costs you money. It's just absolutely ridiculous. We're to the point where gaming on a computer is ridiculous.
I agree. I think like NVIDIA Intel, AMD are slowly strangling the PC market to death.
They're
I
whores.
honestly believe that.
They're run by these cocksuckers that put profits over everything else. So they're trying to maximize their profits, and their quality is going down.
That's along with every company ever.
I know, but this is what we do. We game. We game.
Well, I
So
mean,
eat food.
in my case,
gone up.
in my case, I don't really have a choice.
What do you mean you don't have a choice?
My setup's 8 years old. It's not like I just replaced my computer 3 years ago. I've been running this thing,
No, I know you
stressing it out for years.
You built
now.
your computer, and right after that, we bought this Alienware. So this is like 7-8 years old as well. What we're running out here. Now, Nikki's got a better computer, and the one in the house we bought from Dell, and 3060, 11700K. So it's just below where Andrew's at.
Jump.
What are you going to go with? Are you going to go with AMD?
No.
Have you looked?
Yeah, I've been looking. It's just
What's the fastest processor out there?
the one that's reasonably priced would be the 13900K or KF.
Right. So Intel had to bring down their price because they can't beat AMD on performance now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what sucks.
Well, and it seems like every computer I look at that has this gen graphics card and this gen processor, it's like liquid cooled. They're all fucking
Really?
liquid cooled now. Like
Sweet.
All the
I wish I could afford
websites
that.
are like,
I'm poor.
like they're all indicating that air cooled is no longer
Not for the
possible.
processor. Not for the processor,
And it's
right?
just like, what the fuck? When did we get to the point where these things are generating so much fucking heat that air cool is just completely insufficient?
Andrew.
You know what we should do is
What should we do?
We should like suspend computer CPUs and all that
Yeah.
computer and piss. We should do where there's a hose that comes directly to your gaming chair you can piss into and it cools in your computer.
So, and Mountain Dew would be perfect for that because part of Mountain Dew is antifreeze.
Yeah.
So if you drink a lot of Mountain Dew, you could cool your computer at the same
That
time.
doesn't sound right. What dumb Facebook article did you read?
I didn't read that on Facebook.
Mountain Dew is part antifreeze.
Have you looked at like what they feed people in like Europe and what they feed people in the United States and how much shittier our stuff is?
We get like 10 times the amount of sugar.
I know, but we get like dioxins
all the
and
chemicals.
everything.
Yeah.
Red 40.
So the United States is so spread out that they have to. They used to just use salt and lemon to fucking preserve your food, but not now. It's just all kinds of shit that's in there. Next thing you know, you got a cancer bump on the head of your cock. It's like, oh,
How do you know
how'd that
about
happen? Yeah. You want me to show you mine right now?
Next to the hair.
The old lady enjoys
the
that
hair
little
covers
rib
it up.
that I got on the top.
Great.
So you're dealing with disappointment because the wife spent the money? Or
No, it's just
money out, money in?
Things are expensive.
It's just kids, teenagers, babies.
Mm-hmm.
It's just.
I think they're going to have to get a
money
job.
goes out the fucking window.
Well, we're at a point in our life where, Nikki, what'd you ask us to buy for school clothes?
Oh, flannels.
Nothing, right? Basically nothing.
I mean, we were at the point where we didn't have to worry about shit like this.
Yeah.
But then a surprise kid comes into the mix, and
Zevran.
that's all the money going out the door again.
That
I mean,
son of a
He's your
bitch.
little miracle.
He really is. You go home and punch him right in the face for not getting a new
You could
computer.
have sold him for a computer.
Yeah.
As a white child.
Dude,
sell
you
him
could have made
for-
like 50 grand. Super
I don't
computer.
know. It's just.
Thanks, Zevran. You piece of
kinda
shit.
sounds
Well,
like a
I mean, we
computer
were
part,
we
right?
were at
Yeah.
the point
Sounds
where
like a computer
where
company.
money
Yeah.
wasn't an issue anymore.
Right.
And now we're back to
Being poor.
5, 7, 8 years ago where the bank account's fucking overdrawing, and it's just
You got to be
it's
kidding
like
me.
it's shit. It's like this is fucking bullshit. Even when I was working all this overtime, it's like the money just fucking slides
Dude, I don't
right
know
out
how
of
to
the
help you.
account.
I don't know how to help you.
Yeah, well, I don't know. If I'm going to get my new computer, I'm going to have to take a loan out of my 401k again.
What?
Yeah, that's how
Jesus
fucking ridiculous
Christ.
this shit is.
That's what I'll have
And
to
I'm
do to buy a
sure
house.
we can all cut back on things, but it's like,
Right.
I don't want to cut back on, beer
Beer.
to get a computer because I don't, it probably adds up to a lot over the course of the year, but not, fucking in the short term.
Well, you're just going to have to Buckle down and work some overtime.
I would love to, but after seeing me not get to enjoy like any of the fucking overtime money,
Right.
it just kind of
What's
killed
the
it
point?
for me. I'm just back to fuck it. I don't give a shit anymore.
Okay. I'm going to be a dick here. Andrew, how much do you have in your bank account? Like savings?
My savings is a little over $4,000.
Oh.
That's where I'm sitting.
Okay. Were you-
Nothing.
Nothing for you.
I will
we
have to.
We have never had money in our savings
You're being
since
dick.
we got together. Not
What?
fucking once have we had money.
Are
in
you
savings.
blaming that on Robin?
No.
Who are you blaming it on? Are you
Just-
a spendthrift?
Spendthrift? What the fuck is that?
It's somebody who spends all their money. So I would be horrible, but my wife reins me in. So she's the one that always like, we ain't got money for that, and she'll guilt me. So it's like, okay, fuck
Didn't
it.
she make you buy a truck and a camper and a boat?
Yeah, but we have like 6 months of pay in the
Didn't
bank.
she make
Here's
you-
the thing, and I'm not saying it's entirely this,
Right.
but having joint accounts is the worst fucking idea.
So you'd like your
imaginable.
home account from your wife.
Well, yeah. I mean, if there's like one mistake in my life that I
Yeah.
look back on and think if I did this differently, my life would be different, it is getting a joint bank account. If we had kept things separate, I would have known every transaction going in and out of my account. I would have been
Right,
able to
right.
account for all the money. You know, all
Yeah.
these stores where shit doesn't clear for 3 or 4 fucking days. You know, it ends up surprising you when you're not the only one swiping that fucking card. So if I had to go back and change something about my life, it would be to keep my bank account separate.
I never have to think about when I swipe my card.
Because your wife makes more money than you
I was
do.
going to say.
His wife makes decent money too now.
Yeah, but we're talking like around the same amount that I make.
Okay, so you're in the top 10% then.
If you say so.
Me and Chris are in the top like 6%
Wow.
of everybody in the United States.
How nice. That's got to be a
Amanda
dream.
works.
She does.
Yeah. Do you guys have a joint account?
We do that I haven't put money into in like a year and a half.
Because she's making so much money. Good for
We
her.
all have our own accounts.
Good for her.
Be proud.
Yeah, it's so fucked up.
I will have to take money out of my 401k as a down payment on a house, though. For sure.
So you have enough money in your account that you can do 20% on a house.
No. 20%?
You have to do 20%.
There's no way.
On like maybe a certain type of loan, but if he gets an FHA, that's 3.5%, isn't it?
Then you have to get a PMI.
Yeah, of course. But now you're required to get a PMI on a number of different loans. And now,
That's,
it never goes away.
That's mortgage insurance, right?
Yeah, and now it never goes away until you pay off the loan.
Oh, really?
Whereas I got my house like a year and a half before
What
they
are we
implemented
doing?
that.
What
So
are we
my
doing?
loan went away once I paid it below 80%.
You're never getting a house. You're never getting a house.
I appreciate that. Can I have a small loan of $1 million? Daddy?
I'm not at $1 million in my 401k.
Oh, close. I'm not quite at $1 million. My 401k and my dick isn't 12 inches, but it's close.
Our biggest asset is the house, and it's paid for, right?
Like that would solve all my problems. That's what I need to do. I need to start buying lottery tickets again and just hope for like the second place prize. Like the
You got
100
to
grand.
stop being stupid because that's never going to happen.
That would solve 40% of my problems.
Yeah, everybody in the United States should start playing the lottery.
Well, I mean,
Screw
you get
everyone else.
you get your house paid off, and for me at least, that'd be $1,300 extra every
My
single month.
God.
Which is crazy because most people making house payments on houses bought in the last year or two have like $3,000-$4,000 a month house payments
Minimum. That's
well,
crazy.
to rent. So we work with the guy, the guy we shit on the other day, Mr. Hey fellers, how you doing? He paid
$2,300 a month.
I thought
For
he said
what?
$2,100 for a
shit.
duplex.
Oh, well, I mean, that's a little bit more reasonable.
It's fuck. No, I
thought
don't know what you guys are fucking talking
I
about.
thought you were going to say he was like renting like a one bedroom or a
I had
studio apartment
I had a
somewhere.
fuck shack. I had a literal fuck shack when I was 16. Moved out of my parents' house. Me and my friend, we moved into this apartment building. Do you know where Lowe's is on North Division?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Used to be Kmart up there. Behind that, we're in a fuck shack. 2-bedroom, nice apartment. $325.
When I moved over to Spokane, I lived just off of that 7-Eleven off of Pines on Mansfield, and it was a 2-bedroom. I mean, it was older, but
Right.
I paid $550 a month.
So your $1,300 isn't shit compared to some people
Well,
that are
yeah,
out there.
because we got in at the perfect fucking time.
I should have bought a house when I was a junior in high school.
When you were 12.
Nick, this is
Buy
this is
a
what
house
you gotta
now,
do,
Nick.
buddy.
You need to invent time travel and send yourself
Yeah.
a note that says you
Buy
need to
Bitcoin.
buy a house before you reach
God damn
puberty.
it, do it now.
Put all of your monthly allowance into Bitcoin in 2014.
Okay, so that's what's going on with you.
Yeah, just,
You're in a- you're-
just general disappointment.
You're in a dark place right now.
Oh, yeah.
I can feel it.
Absolutely. I'm
That's so
pissed.
sad.
I'm pissed. I'm irritated. And I'm frustrated.
90% of the world's problems would be solved with an extra $100,000 in the bank.
And it's funny because this is like first world problems. You know, my problems aren't shit compared to like some people out there.
Yeah,
It's so funny that we do that. Now, when my parents were young, it wasn't but 1/10 of their income they could buy a house with and pay it off.
No way to-
It's gotten
What,
progressive.
their yearly
this,
income?
This is
No, what they were making $100,000 a year.
no
combined?
no. My
No,
parents
it's just his house.
my parents.
His house payments were fucking $500-$600 a month.
No, it wasn't that. My parents bought their first house for $5,000.
That's insane.
It's insane.
Cardboard box on the side of the road.
No, I
nowadays.
grew up in it when I was a kid. Yeah,
a burnt out husk over in Kendall Yards for $500,000. Because I've seen it. I watched Zillow and I look. Oh, this house was only partially burned down. $400,000. What a steal! You're gonna knock the house
Yeah.
down and use it for the land.
yeah. You got the homeless Jimmy in there with jizz rigs all over the place.
No, you're gonna have a trailer that is worth like $60,000, and you're gonna build a shop on it for another $10,000 and sell it for $200,000.
Right.
It's crazy. It's wild. How much was this shop? $20,000.
27, wasn't it?
What's that?
Wasn't it like 27?
No, we paid. So
I imagine the concrete was.
it's $5,000 for the concrete. So my buddy Jacob, he builds pole barns, the shop, and
Have you met Jacob?
You have not met Jacob.
Oh, he hasn't been on the podcast.
No, we can get him on here.
He doesn't do a whole lot of nose nachos. That's not Jacob.
No, that was Brian. You met Brian. Brian's a recovering addict.
All your friends have white names.
So, anyways,
Taylor.
So Jacob, I text him and I said, "How much for a 30x50 shop?" And he goes, $20,000, $25,000. So me and Chris, we saved up $25,000, in the bank.
As you do.
As you do. Anyways, so when it came time, and
Tucked away their pennies and
Yeah,
their
exactly.
couch change.
I talked to Jacob and I go,
Talking like it's something fucking normal for people to achieve.
"It is." I talked
in your
yeah.
position, in your situation,
I'm old.
when you're
So-
selling dick pics on OnlyFans.
Yeah, well, they go out they're flying out the door. So I text Jacob a year later after we saved up the money, and I said, "Hey, we'd like to get a building," and he goes, "Dude, I'm so busy, I can't do it. It's just like I'm booked up through summer." So I started going around, and all of these places are so expensive. So the cheap one and the expensive one, we went for the middle one. I went for the guy who came out to the house, and actually there's only one person that came out to the house, and he went through the colors, he went through the shop, he went through everything that I wanted, and it was $35,000. So we had to wait. We ordered it then. We gave him the money, part of the money, and we had to wait and save up another $10,000, which only took us like
That
6
seems
months.
like a scam. I'll give you $25,000 now. You can come back and build this shop.
So
What are you talking about? That's exactly why the Chinese real estate market is collapsing,
Yeah,
because the
that's-
way they pay for their fucking houses and property.
And look at how they're
is
doing.
They start
Everything's
paying their
empty.
mortgage before the house is even started. And some of them, like, the house isn't even
Okay.
like finished by the time
So
they're
stop
done
it.
paying off the fucking mortgage.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's crazy.
insane.
So
it's
I-
a Ponzi scheme. That's literally a Ponzi scheme.
Scary.
So I gave this guy $2,500 to hold our spot. When it came time for them to start building, I had to pay them like $14,000 for materials. And at the end, that's when I gave him the remainder of it. So the $35,000. So the 30 by 50 shop, when I got it, was $36,000. My friend Dean, who we all know out at work, who's a super nice guy, is trying to get a 30 by 50 shop up in his place.
Nothing less than 45 grand.
No.
Oh, I bet it's closer to 60 at this point.
They want to charge him $120,000.
$120,000.
Yes, within 4 years, it's gone from $36,000 up to $120,000.
What the fuck?
So,
why? What's the big difference? Does he want it like made out of just cast gold or something?
No,
Does
same.
he want statues of naked women in the foyer?
Our buddy Mike Gardner. God damn it. our buddy Mike, he already had a shop, but he made another shop next to his other shop. And he went and got bids for it. And it was close to, I want to say 80 grand. So he has another 30 by 40 shop for 80 grand that I believe him and his mom paid for.
We're in the wrong business. We got to get out of the podcasting business.
Well, we
got to get into the shed building business.
Yeah.
You do all the building because I don't want to. I'll be the secretary. I'll be the fluffer. I'll come out
These
to the
are super
house
simple.
and grab your balls and show you the
we
colors.
could start up this business and we could make money off it. They're super simple. Even Taylor would be good at building one of these.
Nah, I'd fuck it up.
No, you wouldn't, because I'd be there. I'd be there.
I'd still fuck it up.
No, you'd be
do
fine.
a lot better than I would. He's been a homeowner for years.
Yeah, he hasn't maintained his home at all in those.
He bought it
15 years.
It's been built in 1998, so you don't need to maintain those.
You do.
I've had to fix the fucking sprinkler system 3 times.
If he did it right the first time, we only had done it once.
If you would have done
Hiring shitty people to blow it out in the winter is what did it.
So are you done with the bathroom in the basement and all that?
The fuck are you talking about? That shit hasn't even been started.
Well, I thought you were working on the basement.
The one room that my son wanted to live in.
So he's down there now.
Oh, he's been down there for the last year and a half.
Drywalled up. Everything looks good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Floored, painted. I
Nice.
mean, everything. It's been complete for a long time now.
So before you started it, it seemed overwhelming.
No, it was overwhelming throughout the whole process, and I was miserable because the original idea was that my brother-in-law was going to come over and do it.
Right.
Great. Okay. Sweet. You know, he'll come and do it as a favor. We'll pay him and, treat him for doing it, and that would be the end of it.
Right.
Well, when he came over, he got about halfway through, didn't finish it, and then said, "Oh, by the way, I'm not going to be back."
Ooh, so you had to finish it.
So I had to
Good.
finish
It
all of
forced
it on
you-
my
it forced
own.
you to do it.
And you know what the result of that is? I
It's
will
fantastic.
never fucking do that again.
What?
I will never do it again.
still on
Because
talking
it was
terms with
so
your brother-in-law?
fucking stressful. It was so goddamn miserable. And I was the only person fucking working on it. And I know nothing about drywall, mudding, taping, building anything. So I, limped my way through the process
But
from
you got it
beginning
done.
to end. I got it done, and now
and it looks fantastic.
and now I've been. It looks great.
Yeah.
But once you paint shit, I mean, yeah, of course it's going to look decent.
You can't see seams or anything like
No.
that. Oh, fuck. Well, shut
But
up.
it's also painted purple, so like
Dude.
dark purple.
I know-
So you wouldn't be able to see the
grooming
seams
your
anyways.
child into being LGBT.
You
member.
really are.
You've turned him to the dark side.
So you look at that fucker.
Skipped him over the rainbow bridge.
My oldest son, since he's been out helping me build everything, he is the furthest thing from LGBTQ.
Or you think that Chevy's broken down has to go get towed by a Ford? Oh.
Yeah,
Dude,
that
it's
kind of
just,
shit.
he's nonstop, like, rural LARPing.
So-
It's insane.
Okay, well, we went through Taylor's shit here. Nick, there is a tab on there that says River.
Everyone's got a bad contractor story, though.
They do. Go ahead and bring that up. Oh, look at that. You guys look so good. Now, me and Andrew have
What
a
the
little
fuck is
story to
that?
tell. This is a river. Go ahead and bring it on me.
Is
you
it a
can see a
river?
little bit. Yeah, you can see a little bit better.
I don't see any water splashing at the bottom.
Well, you're
that just
not
looks
looking
like
close enough.
light peeking through the trees.
Is that a picture or a little video?
I'm pretty sure that's light. It's definitely not real water.
It's a waterfall.
It's supposed to look like a waterfall, but I doubt it's real.
So we had the little adventure. Now, you can come up anytime you want. Bring your family up, and we have plenty of room for them to stay.
Where?
Up at the Coeur d'Alene River.
I don't
It's
camp.
Idaho.
I
I'm
don't
not going to
camp.
go.
I don't camp.
I don't fucking go.
I
You
don't
stay in an
camp.
RV. You get to hear the RV rocking all night from Dwayne banging his wife.
Just hitting it hard.
The kids and my wife have gone camping twice this summer. I will not go.
Well, they can come with us. You can stay home.
You're just
Okay. Yeah. I'll ask her.
mosquitoes love you, right?
Yeah.
Are you like super?
Give me
super bit
another
by
weekend to
mosquitoes?
myself. I'm
Tell
okay with
her,
that.
tell her I make horrible food. That's the only problem. And my food just sucks.
You had the most stereotypical white person taco night. It was
Dude, we had nothing.
legit just tortillas.
So
Shredded
it's
cheese.
hamburgers.
It was great.
It's well, tacos.
It's the packet of tacos.
And then my shitty grilled cheese. Right. So, anyways, we go up there, and Andrew decides that he's going to spend $169. 169.
It might have been more than that, actually.
Well, if you would have shot for a deal on Amazon, you would have got it for 169. And we're going to pan for gold. So we start out.
I was going to make that money back and then some.
If you wouldn't have swallowed it.
If you know, there hadn't been 150 years of other assholes climbing up mountains to fucking pan for gold.
All the gold's been found.
No, it's you just got to find the right area. So we're out there. We show up 5 o'clock. What time we get there?
Yeah, 5, 6-ish. Well, probably closer to 6.
Yeah, and we're panning for gold because he bought $169 worth of shit.
You guys
so
probably
I'm
looked
gonna
like a bunch of morons
I'm-
out
I'm-
there.
Oh, we did.
I'm gonna go out there with him and I'm gonna pan for gold.
Look like dorks.
Because I feel sorry for him. So we're out there freezing our ass off. We finally get done. We go and make I don't know what we had for dinner. Watched a movie, which was amazing. I'm surprised because so many movies nowadays disappoint me, Taylor.
Well, it's a movie. Okay, so I didn't plan this, but we spent like an hour out looking for gold in the river, and we found nothing. And then the movie we watched, the dude spends 5 minutes and he finds just tons of gold under the ground. And that's his whole story, is selling the gold. And that made me more inspired for the next day.
So
I was fired up.
You were fired up. Is Susu?
Sisu.
Sasa. The movie is Sasa. If you get a chance to watch the
What?
Sasa, is what the movie is. If you get a chance to watch it, amazing. It's like Old Man Rambo in Sweden.
That
Amazing.
does not sound interesting at all.
So Taylor, here's what we do.
He kills Nazis.
We
It's
have
World War II.
I have a projector and a 12x6 screen, and we project it up there. On the Coeur d'Alene River, there is no light, so it's actually okay with this cheap projector. Anyways, great movie. The next day, here's where the problem starts. This is why we got the little scene up there. We go out, we go gold pan, we humor Andrew. Can you put on Andrew for a second?
Which I appreciate that.
We humor him by going out and doing this shit. Bad day. I find, let me show the camera. Can you look at bring it on me. We find this much gold. Like that much gold, right? It's that much gold. I said, I found a piece of gold. He goes, oh, let me see it. Because he's giving me shit because we didn't find no fucking gold. So we find like that much fucking gold, and it's in a piece of quartz. And I give it to him, and he goes, holy shit, that's a fucking piece of gold. Here's what I'm going to do. I'll put it in my gum so I can hold on to it.
Oh, Jesus.
So he puts it in his fucking gum. Later that night when he's out there like fucking stringing it out, trying to see if it's in there, like fucking, it's gone. He had swallowed it. So what we wanted him
I'm not
to
gonna
do,
put it in my pocket, dude. I'd lose it even quicker.
go in the bathroom with a pan.
It's still probably inside
Different
me.
kind of panning.
You shit.
Panning for gold.
You shit in the pan, and then you mush it around, and you try to find that
Just fucking
$3.
waffle stomp it through
I
there.
ate so much corn, I wouldn't be able to decipher what's gold and what's corn. Where's the corn end? And the
$3 worth
start?
of gold. He's in there fucking
It would
mushing
have
up
been
his
the porta
shit.
potty too. I would have taken a dump in the porta potty and have to sift through
Yeah.
just an acre of garbage.
So we get done with that the following day, and we only stayed up there one night. 2 nights?
Oh, one night.
One night. Mike comes up. He sees how boring it is and says, I'm going to spend 15 minutes up here and leave. So he leaves.
He's got to go take care of his dog.
He lied to us.
He's being nice.
He fucking lied to us. We decide that we're going to take out the kayaks. Now, Mike's got a nice setup there and that's why we have the river picture up right now. Excuse me.
That neither looks like a river.
It's a fucking river with a waterfall coming down.
No, that is not a waterfall.
So we decide that we're going to go kayaking, but we don't go up. We just decide to go down. Now, this fucking river is only about 2 feet deep everywhere. So when you get down to the rapids, you're fucked.
Probably like every 1,000 feet, there's shallows, there's rocks picking up. You gotta walk over them.
So we go down. First rapid, okay, fucking paddle over. Second rapid, paddle over. Third rapid, we paddle over. About this time, Andrew looks back to me and goes, "How much fucking farther are we going?"
Half mile.
And I said,
God.
We're just going to go down to the next one, turn around, and come back. I think this is fucking stupid.
I probably brought it up like 4 times.
That's what he
I
said
think
to
we
me.
should turn around.
We go down. We hit the next rapid, which I didn't want to do. And then all of a sudden we turn around. Right? Basically, am I telling the truth here?
Oh, yeah, no. It was just a dumb idea.
It was a dumb idea. And it's not bad because Andrew's he's got titties. He's kind of out of shape. He's 27, but he's kind of out of shape. And when you see him, he's got like big black nipples. I think he's part African, and he's got flappy tits. He's not in great shape, but he's in better shape than everybody else that's there, except for my oldest son. So my oldest son,
because he's built like a brick shit house.
My oldest son, him and Andrew, they're killing it. They're making it up over the rapids. But I can see that they're both out of fucking breath after they make it over the rapids. I'm coming up. I'm staying last, right? And I'm coming up. And my wife.
You were we were going, but you were hanging out by
I was trying
you
to
could have left her behind.
I should have left her behind.
You would have stranded her.
Or you should have left her behind.
She would have been toast.
There was one point where I see her on the other side of the river, right? And she's just looking down. She's looking down. And I don't know why she's looking down. And these are not our kayaks. These are Mike's kayaks. And she's just looking. And she's just looking like she gave up, right? And I scan down and I see there's a fucking paddle going down. So I'm running across to get this fucking thing. I have to dive in and grab the fucking paddle. And I finally get the fucking paddle. It's not the only time I had to get shit.
Yeah, you had multiple rescue missions.
This motherfucker lost a shoe.
I didn't have any shoes on.
It was in a fucking eddy. Just going around in a second.
Zach and I were sharing a pair of flip-flops, and he was throwing me flip-flops, and he didn't throw it far enough, and it was floating down past me.
And dude, I had to... Dad, there's no fucking shoe. And I'm just, I get the fucker, put it on my fucking kayak. At one point over, I think this was like the third rapid, second or third rapid. My wife's sitting on rocks, right? She's sitting on rocks. She's to the point, you've seen your wife to the point of crying, right before they start crying. And I said, Chris, we need to go. And she looks at me and she goes, I can't. And I said, you have to. She goes, just go get the car and come and pick me up. I said, I don't know where the fuck we are. We have to go. My wife looks at me. She looks at me and she goes, Dwayne, I'm not an athlete. Well, that's obvious. You're sitting on your ass crying on fucking rocks. I'm not an athlete. That's what she says to me.
Like you are.
So the guy, like I am, right? So I grab Nikki's kayak. I grab my wife's kayak. I grab my fucking kayak, and I'm pulling him up over fucking rocks. Am I telling lies here?
No, because I watched you do all of this.
Are you
when I was
at
up
this point?
the stream.
So you're dragging them in their kayaks.
I started
and
to,
their asses upstream.
I couldn't. So I started trying to grab them in their kayaks and pull them upstream, but I made them walk over rocks. So I said, "Go to the fucking shore! Go to the fucking shore and walk up!" So I'm grabbing all of their fucking kayaks, mine in tow. So 3 kayaks, which are fucking heavy. Get up over there. It's not good enough. I got to put them in their fucking kayaks and push them so they get a fucking start, so they can start fucking paddling up the fucking river. 3 fucking times, Taylor. I'm just saying. Or 4. There was 4 rapids. It was the fucking. It was
so much fun. It sounds like a waste of a weekend to me.
It was so fucking horrible.
It sounds like, and you guys wonder why I don't want to go camping with you. No, it's like stories like that. Just like fuck that.
It would be a dream if we got driven up 2 miles up the river and kayaked down.
It would have been fantastic.
It would have been a blast. But Bozo had the bright idea to go down.
It wasn't Bozo.
No, it's because your sons are racing down. They're seeing how, I got to get to the rock before you, and they're all tired before they got to start paddling up. Took us 20 minutes down. Took us like an hour and a half back up.
Sweating. They were fucking sweating.
Sounds like it would have been better just to carry the kayaks along the shore back
Dwayne
to
flipped me
your
over.
camp.
Dwayne flipped me in my kayak. I lost my sunglasses.
How can you flip someone over in 2 feet of fucking water?
It happened.
It happened twice. So my wife, I think Nikki, did you get flipped over too?
Yeah.
And he came up like, I can't fucking believe you just did that. Like he's gagging on fucking water. And it's like, dude, come on.
Late-term abortion.
It started out so fun. And it was good. It was good.
Oh, yeah. No, it was great.
Look at Andrew here. It was good until we got to the bottom. It was fucking fantastic. Until we got to the first rapid. And then the first rapid sucked. The second. And these aren't rapids. This isn't like anything you're thinking of, Taylor. These are just rocks with water going over them.
I tore up my feet.
Yeah.
Walking over those dumb rocks. I'll wear shoes next time for sure.
There is going to be no fucking next time.
Absolutely.
Got to get some of those aqua socks.
That's right. Or those grippy shoes that have like the toes.
Yeah, those are called aqua socks.
Is that what they are? Oh,
well,
okay.
They have different kinds, but the ones with the grip on the bottom that aren't really thick, yeah, those are the aqua socks.
I had
or at least
blast.
they were back in the 90s.
I'll do it again if I wear shoes. I would go back down, then head back up.
I would do it again if we go up to that spot we were at and we get dropped off.
Yeah.
That would be so much fun. And we found the perfect fucking swimming hole.
People are floating down, staring at us, trying to climb over the rocks.
Yeah. They're making fun of us. These dumb motherfuckers don't know what they're doing. So that was a little thing I wanted to bring up on the podcast.
That spot right there in the river was the worst for those rocks, though, because when we were floating, there were a lot of spots where it was like half a mile with nothing. It was just deep.
Seriously, what the fuck? Why can I receive messages in your goddamn garage, but I can't fucking send anything?
Wi-Fi. Put on Wi-Fi calling.
It is.
Are you hooked
Failed
up?
to send.
Are you hooked up to the internet?
Yes, right here. Mad Dog 2005.
Yeah, it's bizarre. Because Andrew sent me, turn down my headset.
I'll go up with you next time, though, when you go up for the last time this summer, because
We're
I can
definitely
bring Amanda as well.
The next time we're going up is going to be the last time, and we're going to drag it back.
It's still sending.
What's trending right now? Not Donald Trump's mugshot anymore. That was great, though.
It's sad.
He had blue steel.
I feel so bad for him.
Yeah.
What a beautiful man.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
It's like feeling bad for Hitler because he killed himself.
Oh, well, Andrew came up with an idea for the podcast. And Nick, you want to bring it up?
Okay, apparently I need to go outside because I'm continuing to receive urgent fucking texts from my wife and cannot send her any.
Urgent.
Because
Hold
apparently, remembering Texas!
on. Okay. Well, we're going to take a 2-second break.
Difficult!
2-second break.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. That fucking message finally sent, so maybe I don't need to go outside.
Yes, you do. You'll see what your wife needs. If it's urgent.
It's not urgent. None of it's ever urgent. Fuck.
That doesn't look very black, right?
No. Not really.
Sure, I don't have a six-pack, but it's not like they're jiggly.
Smack them.
I don't think I weigh 200 pounds yet. And I'm 6'1", so that's allowed, right? Okay.
20 minutes later.
Okay, for everybody on the stream, it sounds like Taylor's wife's okay.
She's fed. What it sounds like is
Right.
she's going to be put in a retirement home by the time she's 40.
Your wife.
Because, I don't know. I tell her a lot of things, and they seem to either not be listened to or forgotten.
Is this like role reversal, like when a man tells
like
you
a
something
trend.
and forget about it right away?
I mean, there's a reason why my kids refer to her as the goldfish. So,
Okay, so we have a little thing that Andrew came up with, which is amazing.
I didn't. I should.
Is this going to involve
Cox?
Cox?
Shared.
He
A
doesn't.
little bit.
It's going to
Go ahead
involve
and
Cox. Then.
flop him back and forth, Nick. He doesn't come up with a lot, but he comes up with gold. Comes up with the gold,
And then swallows them?
So what he was thinking.
I gotta sift through it.
What he was thinking was, go ahead and bring up the first page, Nick, and I'll bring up the podcast or the thing. Now, since Andrew came up with it, he sent it to me. You're the only one. Can you make them a little smaller? Do you know how to do that, Nick?
Jeez.
Okay.
Grab the stretchy box.
So on this date, so we're going to come up with random dates. These are historical anniversaries.
Ooh.
So don't go to the first one. Wait for me to read it, Nikki. On August 19th, 1934, blank, already chancellor, is elected president of Germany. Go to the first picture. Who is that, Taylor?
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's fucking Adolf Hitler.
Okay.
I mean, the mustache really gives it away, don't you think?
And our producer, go ahead and swap her out, Nick, so you can go do homework or whatever you need. Thanks, buddy.
That's good. Yeah. Well, he does. He has the most recognizable mustache you'll ever see in your life.
He really
for
does.
Sure.
Okay, so don't swap to the next one.
Did you expect me not to know that? I mean, I'd like to know why I'm in that picture. But,
on November 7th, 2020.
Doesn't that guy in the middle kind of look like me when I was fatter?
It's weird, huh?
It's bizarre.
I don't know.
Yeah.
On November 7th.
It's almost like someone photoshopped me in there. 2020,
4 days after the United States president election, Rudy Giuliani, former mayor he hosted a press conference at the Four Seasons Landscaping to announce legal challenges to the ballot of which president. Go ahead and swap to the next picture. Go ahead and bring it up.
Does he have? Is this the one where he's got the dye dripping from his hair?
This is not the one. Who is it?
He doesn't even have any hair in this picture.
Which president is he doing for the election for?
Probably not the one that's named all over it.
I don't know. This is a hard one.
Which president was he sticking up for? Was he saying, this is fucked up?
I would like to say I get around, though.
It's just,
I know. Yeah.
Well,
and you can tell it was from years ago because I look like a fat fuck.
Which president was
it? The name is plastered all over the fucking picture.
I know. What's his first
name? You really
name?
want me to just say it?
Yes, I want you to say it.
Drumpf.
On August 25th, 2020, blank, a 17-year-old Illinois resident fatally shot 2 men and wounded another in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Can you bring that up, Zach? Who is that?
Why? Why am I photoshopped into all of
What
these?
are we talking about?
Who even took the time to do it?
Dude, you get around.
Oh, fuck.
Who is that?
Oh, fuck. I can't even remember that asshole's name.
Kyle
Rittenhouse.
Rittenhouse. Shortly after
I didn't know you drove
noon.
a Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good.
It's a nice car.
Jeep
I
Squad.
didn't know I was a ghost because, as you can see, I've got nothing below the neck.
Well, that's the dash.
Shortly after
No,
noon.
that's not the dash.
Come on, this is points in history. Shortly after noon.
Yeah, the recent fucking history.
Well, we're going back in time here. Shortly after noon on November 22nd, 1963, President Blank
God.
was assassinated.
Jesus Christ.
President Blank.
Is
was
that really a picture of me you found somewhere?
President
Holy
Blank.
fuck. Man.
Hold
Everything's
on.
bigger in Texas.
Can
No,
we-
I didn't realize I'd lost so much weight. I was one pudgy fucker.
Shortly after noon on November 22nd, 1963, President Blank
Oh my God.
was
Seriously?
assassinated.
Could you pick like something more obscure or something like that? Why are you picking like the most well-known bullshit in
After
U.S. history?
was assassinated as he
JFK.
JFK.
Fuck. Oh my God.
That's
You look really happy there.
You really
yeah,
do.
it's probably because I just ate a whole fucking bag of cheeseburgers. Holy shit. What the fuck? Seriously, like when is that picture from?
That cowboy hat doesn't even fit on you.
You
That-
must have
that
fucked
looks
with the
loose.
proportions because I don't think that I looked like that, really.
Dude, it's all the same picture. It's all the same
No,
picture.
it's not. Is it really?
Go back to the previous picture, please. Go back to the previous picture. Go back to the previous picture.
Yeah, it's
It's all the same
Oh my
picture.
God.
Okay.
Fuck.
We're up to that. We're right up to here.
It's just gross to look at.
On the last, this is our last moments in history. July 9th, 2006. Blank Storms has his first sexual experience, but not his last, with a gilf. Blank Storms.
You spelled my whole hometown's name wrong.
I don't care.
I care.
Blank Storms.
2006. How old were you here?
And I got laid way before 2006, motherfucker.
Okay.
Not according to history. Not according to these documents.
And look at that old lady behind you grabbing your dick.
Dude, she's opening Pandora's box.
She
Yeah?
really is.
Right after that, you had a kid, right?
I mean, as long as she doesn't have that many teeth.
She doesn't have any teeth.
Well, there you
bitch.
go.
Just give you the gummer.
Yeah.
So, Blank Storms.
You expecting me to? I mean, it's obviously not because none of that is factual. So, I mean, the fucking name is wrong.
Blank Storms.
Woodenville. It's Woodenville.
It's Woodinville.
Yeah.
I-N?
Woodinville.
You put the Woodenville after that.
Enville.
June 9th,
Woodenville.
That's what you're focused on, not the gilf.
Yeah, well, obviously, because that's just
He's been
fucking
there, done that.
horrifying.
Look at that blurry fucking demon bitch behind you grabbing your cock.
I understand.
You hit that shit.
It's horrific. I know.
Low standards back then.
Can you go back to the first picture, Zach? No.
Yeah, beyond the oral, it wasn't even that great.
On this
either.
date,
I mean, fuck, is like hot dog down a hallway.
we're gonna revisit this. On this date, historical anniversaries.
I learned a lot. I don't know about you guys.
Exactly. Thank you.
June 9th was a special day.
You guys better be careful about this because if it turns out that I was at all of these stages in history, you may have just like activated some like robotic
Space-time
protocol.
continuum? Oh,
like
shoot.
now I know I'm a robot, so now it's time for me to just fucking start slaughtering everyone I see.
Which one did you like? June 9th?
Yeah, June 9th was my favorite.
Do you know why I did June 9th?
I think the Hitler one looked the most natural as far as
That's what I thought too.
putting me into the picture.
That's what we spent the most time on.
Yeah.
Silva's probably
Okay. It really shows.
Hold
that.
on, Zach. I can't hear
Are
you.
we streaming right now? I didn't even know we were streaming.
Yes, we're streaming. What, Zach?
Silva Bullet said Taylor is the weird part is Taylor is her.
Say again. I can't hear you.
The weird part that Taylor is her.
Yeah.
Well, he's not
They had hair in those
balding.
pictures.
Oh, you mean now?
So
Oh, yeah, I've got
You look like
some.
a jarhead.
the very last one is June
Yeah, but
9th.
it's pure laziness.
June
Let it
9th.
grow out and then just fucking shave it all off. So I've never got to do anything.
Can you
with
bring
it.
up June 9th again, Zach? The very last one. June 9th. What month is June?
5.
No. You
Six.
fucking, it's
Why-
six.
Why? Why is that important?
969.
Yeah, but it's 696.
69. You were doing That old dragon bitch behind you.
Nice.
You sucked on her pussy.
Did I?
Apparently.
I must have blocked it out.
Come back with a mouthful of
Look
sand.
look at how fucking happy he is.
Yeah, I know. And the clothes aren't even off yet.
Yeah, goddamn.
I think I have that same shirt. Did you get that at Old Navy?
Walmart, actually.
Yeah, he didn't get it at Walmart. He got it at Eddie Bauer discount.
Fuck. TJ Maxx.
Fucking A. I thought you'd enjoy that.
I mean, I would have liked you to pick a slightly more recent picture.
Well, you know what?
That doesn't make me look like a bloated floating carcass.
You don't have a whole lot of pictures that we could find.
Well,
that's because I don't have a fucking Facebook.
Dwayne had to dig deep. He had to
I'm sure he did.
Delve deep into the
I
archives.
delved deep. I want to thank our buddy Ron Runyon for sending those to me.
the picture of me?
Yeah. Well, no, I have multiple, so they're coming at you, bitch.
Oh, great.
So I want to thank Ron Runyon.
Did you see yourself right away in the Hitler picture?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like,
not like it was very subtle.
I was like, wait a second.
You're front and center
That
there.
kind of looks like me, but it looks like a much fatter me. It's like, okay.
No, that's you.
Yeah, no, I understand. That's what happens when you almost weigh 220 pounds.
It's been almost 100 years since then, so.
That's true.
weight.
Yeah, I've managed to lose a bit. Like an ounce a day, an ounce a week or something.
I'm on the phone with my dad last night, and we're
With
talking.
his fuck pillow?
How's his pillow?
His pillow's fine. And we're talking about weight and how much we weigh. And I said, yeah, I'm 227. And he goes, what the fuck? You're 227? And I look over at my wife, and she goes... So, yeah, my dad fucked me over last night. He decided that he was going to... I feel so
Publicly
bad
shame
about it.
you.
I feel so bad about it right now.
About
Into
what?
the stocks you go.
Being 227 and being guilty about it.
Oh.
Guilted.
My wife's been guilting me recently about stuff like that.
Well, like what?
She thinks I have body dysphoria.
What does that mean?
It means the perception of your own body does not reflect reality. Because
I thought it was-
I'm like the lightest I've been since high school.
Is that
Right.
body
now.
dysphoria or dysmorphia?
Sure, whatever.
So-
But either
so-
way,
I thought
How do
June
you
was
see
5.
yourself?
I don't feel like skinny
Yeah.
anymore. Like I don't feel
Stand up,
that
get
way.
naked. We'll judge you.
Well, I'm
right now.
You know
Got
what?
the cock.
No, we don't even need to see the cock.
The cock doesn't need to be shown. But
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm
In shape.
in shape.
It's because you're
But
not.
I weigh 168.
168.
Yeah, which is actually almost 10 pounds lighter than I was 2 months ago.
You know,
Andrew,
Dwayne
what are you?
weighs almost 80 pounds more than you.
Who?
Dwayne.
Oh yeah, I mean that's how math works.
Let's get your wife in here so she can nod at you.
So how much you weigh, bitch?
I almost weigh 200. Almost.
200?
Almost. Like 196.
Zach, how much you weigh? Don't lie, you motherfucker.
200?
What a lie.
Oh,
Last
you
time
got
we-
200 in one of those thighs.
Last time we hopped on the scale, I was 227. He was 223. Right? Right around there?
That was years ago.
It was 2 days
Decades
ago.
even.
2 days ago.
It's all the muscle.
So we're not going to be able to hear this, but I want to make sure that I get this on the podcast. So, and everybody's going to hear this on the stream. Now, one of the people we work with, he has an interesting way to call off. And when I played this for the guys, they said, "No, that's not real," but it is real. This is really the way he called off. So, Zach, go ahead and bring that up.
You're going to insert this later.
Jesse Rose is probably not going to make it to work. He's been shot, beaten, and stabbed, and possibly raped. He's going to be called up. Thank you.
So
Possibly raped.
Possibly raped. The guys thought that it wasn't real, but it is fucking real. That was really how some drunk guy called up to work and called off. And I asked him for permission to use it before we did it.
I mean, it would have been better if he actually called the right people to call off, because I think it would have been a much bigger fiasco than it otherwise probably ended up being.
Yeah, because Mike can just laugh at it.
Exactly.
And
But
record
if he called the guard shack and they heard that the police would have been called immediately.
Silver
Not
Bullet.
to mention the company would have found out about it the next day.
So in the chat, Silver Bullet, did you hear that? And we're waiting for Andrew's brother to actually respond.
He says you need a doctor note for that one.
Oh, well, fuck yeah, you do.
I gotta get that rape test out. You gotta get the testing
Right.
kit.
And possibly raped.
And he's a great looking fella too, so I could see it.
Well, he's got a Jufro.
He does, yeah. If he grew out like a beard, I bet his pubes are super curly too.
Who? Wow, stop it. Whose pubes here aren't super curly?
Mine, I straighten them.
What?
And he has no pubes.
Granted, they're only like 1/8 of an inch long.
He's got stubble. You got more hair on your head than pube, huh?
Actually, same length.
Yeah.
So yeah, just look at this.
Did you?
Just
Did you just do one?
So I want to get back to
I
this.
did my hair first, but yeah, I used the same buzzer.
So,
I did
so
the same
Robin,
thing. Yeah, why
Robin
not?
thinks you have an actual problem where you need to go see a doctor.
I don't know about
head
that.
shrinker.
I mean, thinking you're fatter than you actually are.
That's how you get an eating
I don't
disorder.
really know that that's really a problem.
That's anorexia.
I
right
can
there.
see him
I
putting
just don't
the fingers
feel
down. What?
like I did the last time I was this weight.
Well, it's because you're fat. You don't have as much muscle on you. So
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
replace.
that's probably true.
Well, you replace the muscle with fat because you've been sedentary.
I mean, no.
Yeah.
I mean, I stand all day at work. I don't sit at work at all. I'm moving,
so
I'm
fucking
grabbing
stupid.
stuff, I'm carrying shit around.
So if you don't stress yourself,
I've got upper body strength. I just don't have like
Well,
core muscle at all.
Okay,
it's all
Zach.
just fucking flab.
Zach, are you feeling like arm wrestling right now?
What would be the fucking point of that? You know I'm gonna lose.
Look at the look in his eyes.
Yeah,
he looks
it's
like
what the
looks
fuck?
like he's about to
Look
come
at
eat
this.
you.
Look at my fucking wrists.
Oh, well, here-
It's like a goddamn chicken.
Here's what I'm
He
saying.
has that predator look in his eyes.
You could have beat him probably in the past.
Maybe
It pops out of the womb.
right out of high school. Yeah,
don't
probably.
know. I don't
Back
know.
when I actually cared about having muscle and I
Right.
lifted weights and stuff like that. Yeah.
So the deal is, if you stand all day, but you're used to standing all day, it's doing nothing for you. You know this. When you played soccer, if you stressed yourself, next time you stressed yourself, it was a little bit easier because you had stressed yourself. Right?
I mean, I wasn't really consciously aware of that kind
No,
of stuff
but-
back when I played soccer.
But that's the way it works. So if you live a sedentary lifestyle, I stand all day, but I stand all day every day.
well, but it's
your
not
body
just,
gets
it's
used
not
to
just standing. I'm standing. I'm walking around. I'm lifting things. I'm shuffling stuff around. I've got a range of movement when
Okay.
I work.
it. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get a camera. Zach, you feel like wrestling?
Yeah.
We're gonna see how you hold up against somebody who's 18.
What? There's no point in doing this. The conclusion is already known.
No,
I
it's-
will
it's not.
lose regardless.
It's not. You're 168. You're back to your high school weight.
Dude, Zach's salivating over there.
168 of like flab and fat.
That's
like,
my
none
point.
of it's like fucking actual muscle.
So you have this delusion that what you're doing is keeping you in shape, but you're not stressing yourself at all. Ever.
But I
think you're
don't have
making
any
it any better.
intention. I don't have any intention of stressing myself ever.
No, I know, but
I don't want to work out. Fuck that shit.
But that's not the point. I'm agreeing with what you say to Robin. When you say I don't feel as good as I did when I'm 18. It's because your body's changed because you're not stressing
I'm
yourself like
literally twice as old as I was back
and you're
then.
and the amount of muscle that you have now versus when you were 18 is different. You've changed, your body composition's changed.
I should start working out.
No.
That's what he's saying. He's
No,
saying I should start doing fucking crunches and
Eat
start
less, Ted.
tying 10-pound weights to my fucking nutsack and
I'm saying you should be
doing
happy with
squats and
you.
shit like that.
Be happy with
I
you.
am happy with me.
Well, then
but
what-
I'm happy with me with the understanding that I don't feel like I'm in good shape.
Lay off the cheeseburgers.
I
Chubs.
don't even eat fast food anymore.
Have you seen Tyson? I ran into him.
I saw him at Costco a few months ago, and he's like shedding weight. Or at least he was at the time.
So he's down to 268.
Does he still have a really fat head?
That's what I said to him.
That's all fucking skull right there with like a tiny layer of skin. Yeah.
Dude, he's like caveman.
So I saw him and I said, holy shit, dude, you've lost a ton of weight, but you still have a fucking watermelon head. And he just started laughing. It's like, how do you hold that fucker up? Jesus Christ. So 268 from 320. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's as much as I'm weighing more than you.
But you're also like 6 inches taller than me.
6'3", 6'4",
5'9".
5'9", yeah.
Oh, 6 inches.
I'm only a little bit taller than Andrew, though.
Like 3 inches taller.
3-4 inches taller, yeah.
Oof. I think I'm 6'1".
You're 6'1", so yeah, about 3 inches.
I don't know.
I'm just a short fuck.
I think I'm 6 3/4.
So Zach's 6'1".
I should get those shit implants I've been thinking about. Get up there a couple inches.
What else do we got going on before we end this motherfucker?
I can't wait to play Starfield tomorrow.
Fuck you.
Did you buy it?
I bought the regular version, but if it's coming out tomorrow, I'll have a day to play it. So I'll just buy the add-on
for the regular version.
No, I know. So I've got $75 in my wallet right now.
So
my Steam wallet.
You're gonna upgrade to the deluxe edition.
I thought it was.
Whatever.
I thought it was gonna be the second that you could start playing it. So if it's
not
tomorrow,
not if you just bought the $60 version of the game.
Yeah, I'll be playing it tomorrow for sure.
Fucker.
For a day.
Did you buy Rust? Or you already have
owned
Rust?
Rust since it originally released.
So,
but then I realized, oh well, you know, the expansion for Cyberpunk 2077 is coming out, and I never really beat Dying Light 2, so I started playing both of those games and completely forgot that Rust ever existed.
Okay, so the reset. What do we call it?
Wipe.
The wipe.
Server wipe.
The server wipe happens the 7th. So we're gonna need to go on there the 7th.
I'm ankle deep in Starfield.
I was gonna say that's not gonna fucking happen because I'm gonna buy the game too on the day it releases,
and it's gonna be shit, and you're gonna hate it.
Just so I can install it, see if it'll run.
Yeah, 130 gigs.
And if it runs,
it's only 130 gigs.
Only. Fuck.
That's bigger than any other game I have on my computer.
Yeah,
bigger than Cyberpunk.
That's probably.
Oh yeah, Cyberpunk's like 67 gigabytes or something like that.
Like the only ones that are bigger, like the new Call of Duty Warzone games that are coming out.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I just think that it's because you guys are afraid of Rust.
That's true. I am.
No, you're not.
I don't like open world survival games.
You're afraid of it.
Starfield's gonna be fun.
I thought you're more of a PvPer than.
I used to be when I could actually sit through a full fucking match of something.
Yeah.
But you know, with an unexpected child in the mix, you kind of have to get up and down, and I can't fucking dedicate like an hour and a half, 2 hours to not leaving my computer anymore.
Hour and a half.
I haven't even played with the guys I used to play Counter-Strike with for like fucking almost a year now because I just can't dedicate that solid block of time anymore.
So when last time me and Andrew played Rust together, we hopped on. He finally got on at 8. I think it was 2:00 in the morning when he got off.
Yeah, and that kind of shit's not happening for me anymore.
Oh. You need to fucking reevaluate shit.
Yeah, I should have gotten that vasectomy after the second kid.
Yeah.
No, he's asleep.
It's all my fault.
He's asleep.
At the computer?
No, he's asleep. What time does he go to bed?
Huh?
What time does he lay down?
Yeah, but I don't stay up late anymore.
Oh, you fucking pussy.
I have a Monday through Friday 7 to 3 job. I can't just stay up till 4 or 5 in the morning because it fucks up my
Taylor
schedule.
goes, yeah, I'm going to try Rust again. I'm going to see what it's like. On the 7th, we wipe.
And if my computer will manage to play Starfield, chances are I will be playing that, even if it's on the lowest fucking settings possible.
When I wish Nick was out here. Zach, are you going to play Starfield?
I have a 1660 I can give you.
I'm not a faggot.
Oh, that's got to be bleeped.
1660?
Yeah.
Is that an AMD card?
No, that's a graphics card.
It's a turd,
Where is
too.
that in the...
It's slightly above the 1070. So it's a second gen. It's not great.
I was gonna say
it's
I
pretty
have
bad.
a 1070, so I mean, I don't know.
That computer's fine. It was just the version of Windows that was corrupted from all the porn. A lot of porn.
I come out here the other night, and Nick is following me out. He goes, "Zach's on chat. Chat what? What are you on?"
No, I don't know what it's called.
You do know what it's called. And I said, "Oh, VR chat." I said, "Oh." He goes, "Yeah, they're out there fucking each other, Dad." I come out. This motherfucker, he's got everything around his legs. So he's got
no, wait.
Dude,
what?
look at the blue tape on the ground. He's got like all of these things. He's laying on the ground with his legs up in the air. I was like, what the fuck is going on? This chat GPT or not VR chat is like, oh, fuck.
You gotta get one of those piston systems that sticks a dildo directly in your ass.
You really do.
Because those are the way to go.
Wow, wow.
What a microphone. Oh, I went to that sex museum in Las Vegas. They had that sex bike where it sticks a dildo up your ass, but it's got a camera on the end of it.
It's got a camera.
It's got a camera.
What?
It wasn't very good
This
quality,
is why
but
living in 2023 is the best.
it looks like a very well-used bike and attachments, though.
Did you like clean it before you put it up there?
I don't think they let you ride museum pieces.
We did ride the bike. We just didn't insert anything.
Oh, that's too
It was
bad.
super
Was
cool.
it like a whole bring your one from home situation if you wanted to effectively use the bike? Or?
That's I could have asked. I didn't even think about that.
Say,
'Cause they saw them
I got
there.
this big floppy dildo in my backpack. You mind if I give this thing a spin?
I got a GoPro. Can you just tape this on for me? Rubber band the GoPro. Oh, we could make something like that. A tandem bike.
Yeah. The problem is Andrew is not stretching anymore, right?
Right.
Why? Why did you stop stretching?
I got to a point where I just couldn't anymore, so I gave up.
What was the point of stretching? Did you want Amanda to peg you?
I mean, you're talking about like gauging
His asshole.
It was just this one particular butt plug that I was able to put in there when I was like 20, and then I can't anymore. Because the amount of pleasure that you feel like quadruples. I'm not even kidding. Legitimately, you pop a butt plug up there, or like a vibrating dildo or something, escalates.
How is
Fourfold.
it? Yeah, let's go back to Rust.
Fuck, let's not.
How is it my son-in-laws get on there? David, who's supposed to be the Halo master, he leaves because he's getting shit on.
Halo compared to Rust, though, you can't make that comparison.
You really can't. And then Aaron, my son-in-law, he is my actual son-in-law because he married my daughter. He spends about 3 or 4 days on there and says, "I'm never going to be on this fucking game again."
What, because you guys got wiped or something? You guys got wrecked?
I just don't. No, we didn't.
Got obliterated?
No. It was before we got raided.
Oh.
Okay. What else you got, Taylor? Nothing.
Nothing's trending right now on Google. Nothing.
We need trending now.
Yep.
No, fuck that.
I always like to look it up. There's a Champions League draw, which I don't know what that is. AMC, One Piece live action, Ruby Frank. I don't know who's Ruby Frank.
Oh, that's right. Did the One Piece live action come out?
What does
It's
that
supposed to
mean?
come out tomorrow.
I don't even know what
is
that
it
means.
tomorrow?
It's an anime.
Well, I mean, live action version isn't.
Who goes and watches movies anymore?
I haven't been to a movie theater since
I watch a lot of movies still.
the first Infinity War.
I saw Barbie. Barbie was fantastic.
We went and saw the latest
Fast and Furious.
No, the Water World one, Avatar.
Avatar.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like, it's okay. Not as good as the first. Did you finally watch that?
I watched it when it came out, but not in theaters.
Good thing only took
So the
12 years
quality
for it.
was, you know,
Shit.
what it is. But
It's on Disney right now, right?
I liked it. I enjoyed it. I thought they could have used some of the characters they brought back in better ways than they did. I mean, like Stephen Lang, he's a great actor.
Who's that?
Seriously?
I have no idea. Do you know who that is, Andrew?
Of course.
Shut the fuck up.
The main
The main
Colonel
guy.
Suffrage or whatever his fucking name was, the main person who's the bad guy in the first one.
Didn't know that.
He comes back as a Navi in the second one.
Whoa.
If you haven't seen the movie at this point,
What
get
the
fucked.
fuck is
I
going
haven't
on?
seen it.
Well, then go fuck yourself.
Don't ruin it for him.
I can't dedicate 4 hours of my life to watch some
Yeah, it was
blue
like-
douchebags
Like
move around the
like
screen.
I bet if I saw it in like IMAX,
Yeah.
the underwater scenes and shit would have blown my mind.
We saw 3D.
But I mean, I enjoyed it, and I look forward to the next ones as well. But I enjoyed the first one, even though everybody shit on it as basically being just like a rehash of fucking Pocahontas and stuff. So
I would have loved a
Isn't
nip
it-
slip.
It's a tree hugger movie. Oh yeah.
Just one or two nip slips.
yeah, but then you can't have
They don't-
that PG-13 rating.
They don't care about nipples. They don't care about genitals. It's all about the hair.
The hair.
The hair.
I don't even
Yeah,
know what that
genitals
is.
serve
I
no
mean,
purpose to them.
To be fair, none of them really have breasts, right? They're more like pecs on all of them.
Oh yeah. Well,
I mean,
not-
like
not with
they're
the
all
pictures
flat,
I've
they're
been
all
Googling.
like flat chested, and
That's why you
in
don't
that
find him
species,
attractive.
right?
I think they all still wore like bras and things.
No, well,
though.
but they do. But it was to cover fucking the nipples.
The muscles.
Apparently,
The
Let's
muscles.
look it up. Did we have them? It's not like they'd
No, we had
animate.
this conversation last time where Taylor
Avatar
wouldn't fuck
boobies.
a fucking muscle-bound woman.
You wouldn't?
No. It was a shitty short I made and didn't do very well.
Heck.
Yeah. You would think
It's
there'd be
'cause-
more muscle-bound women out there.
It's not
on,
you that's initiating.
I think we actually looked this up before.
on steroids.
You're the one that's getting overpowered. So Taylor might not initiate and do the banging, but he'd get banged.
Yeah, well, he's 168 pounds. Some fucking 220-pound fucking muscle-bound woman taking him down. He feels uncomfortable
She
with
got
that.
cum gutters and she
yeah,
got...
but see, I'm not gonna get hard if that's going on.
I don't think you have a choice.
I absolutely have a choice.
You can't say no.
What do you mean you have a choice? You have that kind of dick control.
So what? Is she just gonna sit there and fucking try and get me up for 2
I
hours?
was just going to
it's-
slap that fucker. And
Well,
next thing you
it's
know,
probably not
you don't
gonna
have
work.
a choice.
Just
What do you
stick
mean
a-
you don't have a choice?
I mean,
Butt plug up your ass.
Yeah,
That's
but-
it. It's
Yeah.
over.
Oh.
if you're not aroused by something, you're not aroused by something.
Oh, God.
Yeah, okay. Well, talk about high school. Come on. You get boners out of nowhere.
Yeah, well, I'm not in fucking high school.
You're 37 and you just don't get random boners?
No, I do,
Yeah.
but like when I'm sleeping.
Sleeping.
And stuff like that, or
Sleeping.
like when I first wake up in the morning, it's
those
not like
kickstands.
it's not like I'm literally walking around work during the middle of the day. And oh, well, that's interesting. I didn't expect that to be happening right now. It's not like it's just I'm not just fucking randomly popping boners all
When
day
I
long.
see Andrew going down on a truck
Anytime I get my
and
hands on a
his
forklift,
big fucking titties are just flopping all over the place.
anytime I'm controlling some mobile equipment,
Quarter hard. Quarter.
once I step on it, it's quarter hard. But once I'm actually feeling the power of it, I'm
Right.
fully throttled. You see jizz leaking out of me.
It's called pre-cum.
I'm always full mast.
Sounds like you may want to go see a doctor
Straight
about that.
pants tit.
Who's talking to when you got a ED, buddy?
No, my dick works just fine. I mean, obviously,
Obviously, what?
I just had a fucking unexpected child.
You can't get hard over a muscle-bound bitch.
No, but that's because I don't find like outrageously
What about
muscular women attractive.
Ronda
What?
Rousey.
Rhonda. Ooh, Rhonda.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, my God. Hey, Zach, can you do us a favor and bring us a picture of Rhonda up? RHONNDA. Rhonda. Rousey. ROS.
I think it's
Rousie,
You got it.
probably.
Oh, careful what you're live streaming here because
Yeah.
she does have some nudes out there.
Does she really?
I mean,
yeah.
that she's not muscular.
She is muscular.
She's
She could
strong.
Tear any one of us in half.
Okay, she's
Dude, I'd
okay,
fuck her up.
Fine, then let me
I'd
rephrase.
fuck her
Then
up.
let
Okay,
me
buddy.
rephrase what has been said.
Yeah.
She may be strong, but
Right.
she is not like toned, defined. Like I'm talking about
You're
like
talking
women
about
that look like Arnold fucking
A
Schwarzenegger in his
bodybuilder,
prime.
female.
Can you bring
Yeah.
Rhonda back up, please?
Yeah, I'm not talking about women that just look like normal women wwho happen to be strong. I'm talking
Zach,
about
bring
like
Rhonda
seeing
back up.
definition and muscles and shit like that.
Let's see Rhonda. Quit jerking off and bring Rhonda back up.
You not have a headset on?
The fuck is he doing?
This is an outrage. That's being deducted from your pay.
Yeah, I mean, she's not outrageously muscular. So, like, that's fine.
Who's the chick she fought from Seattle
The one
or
that
Tacoma?
Kicked your tush?
No, she almost broke her arm.
Oh, I don't know.
That's the one that's all over the internet with like titty pics. She is that's my type of woman.
Because of the titty pics?
No, because she's got that dark hair, olive skin, all that bullshit. What are we doing on our phones here? Can we just go on them? This is the children. Who is that?
Dude, I don't know. I just typed in just a
Like
search.
that is fucking disgusting.
What, because she has abs?
Just
Dude,
all
look,
of it.
Look at those boobs.
Fucking like
Oh,
what
fuck,
the
yeah.
fuck? Are boobs supposed to have muscles in them?
Oh, these do.
Those are fake
I mean, I
piss.
understand that like men's boobs
Ah, damn.
can like be moved and shaped.
Look at him.
And stuff
Look at.
like
Can
that.
we?
But
I wish we
goddamn.
could zoom in on Andrew because he's just totally into that.
No,
I gotta
that's
go.
just fucking gross.
What?
Like it's not attractive.
Yeah, but you
at
can't
all.
say no. Try saying no to her.
I
You
could
can't.
absolutely say no. to
You
that woman.
could absolutely say no, but she's not going to take no for an answer.
Well,
she's got steroids.
Then it
and
sounds like
she's
that's a major problem with society.
angry. That is true.
No is a complete sentence.
Oh yeah.
No means no until you're in a dark alleyway with her.
No means fuck yourself.
Dude, like her boobs are hanging off her boobs. It's like a
Yeah, it's
tube.
just gross.
It's like a
Nothing
like
about that is sexy.
like a 3-pound bag of meat
It was gross.
with veins
Like
running
why
through it.
why would you ever look at that and go, yeah, that's what I'm looking for?
Because maybe you're just a very straight man. You like seeing muscles.
You can see muscles anywhere.
I'm the most
if
heterosexual
you're just
man.
looking to see
Yeah.
muscles,
But you see muscles everywhere, mostly in men. You don't see
Zach,
a lot of like that in
Do me
women.
a favor, Zach. Miesha. Misha Tate. Misha Tate. From Tacoma. My daughter lives in Lake Bonnie, which is right by Tacoma. Can we bring up Misha Tate? Do you find this lady attractive?
well, I mean, I can't see the rest of her, but I mean, that seems fine. She's
got a few muscles.
Bulge on her arms, sure, but it's not like toned to like perfection, which is what I find unattractive.
Zach. We need a better, bigger picture, please.
That's not the one that won the fight and flashed everyone, is it?
You're starting to get veins popping out now.
Okay,
So we're trending a little bit more towards.
He finds that very
dehydrated as
unattractive.
well.
Very unattractive. So let's go to one of her pretty pics. It'll take him a second. He's all over it. I'm sure he
Do
is.
some digging.
Do some.
Please put some makeup on.
Get up deep in that, Zach.
Amanda just dyed her hair again.
What?
Yeah, guess what? Guess what color she dyed
No,
it?
she's horrible. That's gross.
I mean, she's got big tits, but I don't really find huge tits attractive anyways. So.
She's got medium tits. They're like C
Oh,
C
from-
cups.
No, absolutely
that's
not.
not
You're obnoxious.
Those are well
you know they're so
beyond
much
the
bigger than
range.
C.
Those
you
are
twat.
beyond double Ds.
That's at least a G.
I've seen her naked.
Maybe it's the dress she's
All
wearing.
right, bring it back on to Andrew.
Yeah, could be.
Let's find out what's going on with Amanda here. What is going on with Amanda?
She dyed her hair purple.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
You'll have to see it. Because she wanted to. It looks really good.
I'm sure it does.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm sure she'll watch this and like you even more afterwards.
Yeah. His old lady hates my guts.
She
but it's okay.
doesn't.
She looks at our podcast and goes, I fucking hate those two.
Yeah.
The only one she likes is big nipples over there.
That's not even true. She doesn't even. She likes Taylor the most. They're
Why?
average sized nipples.
No, those are huge. Look at them
do you
fuckers.
mean?
Can we move your microphone real quick? Those are dark and big. I mean, you have an areola the size of an African.
That can't possibly be true. Hope in Nat Geo.
That can't possibly be true. And it's a little racist.
How's it racist to say something that's true?
Because it's probably not true for every single person that lives on the African continent.
I got some big fucking areolas.
Yeah, some of them don't have nipples.
Yeah.
Some of them didn't make their daily rubber quota, so they get their nipples cut off.
Exactly. Did you not know that? Duh!
They lose a hand or a nipple.
Yeah.
What's it gonna be?
This is white privilege right here. With his big fucking nipples. Big black nipples.
First world nipple problems.
It really is. God damn it. All right, we're about ready to wrap this up. So are you happy that she went purple?
Yeah, looks really good.
Did you send it to her? Let's see it. She's got a picture? We're not allowed to. Andrew's not allowed to talk about Whoopi. Oh, no.
We're talking about her hair. What did she wrap it around my cock?
I don't know.
You get a hair job?
That's gross. I can't believe you said that about your
The only picture I have
lady.
of her purple hair is around the tip of my penis. That's my kink. Kind of burn from the fresh hair dye.
Did I tell you about my friend Chuck?
No.
Ever tell you about him? So he would always tell me about, like, he put it on me, bud. Zach, put it on me. You got to wear headphones, buddy. You got to wear fucking headphones. My friend Chuck, he was like half white, half black, but he was white with a big afro. So he got the worst of
both worlds.
Yeah, right.
It sucks.
But he would always tell me about.
Yeah, well, he still gets to say the N-word and he's white. So I think that's a plus.
I was fucking this chick and she had muscular dystrophy. And I thought I was killing her because she had an orgasm and her eyes went back in her head. And she went, and then he was telling me about what I did when I was ready to come. And I go wrap her hair around my cock and I'd jerk off on her hair. That was his big kink. He liked wrapping their hair around his cock and jerking off.
Was she dead?
She was not dead. She was like,
she going into a
God, I'm gonna come. Oh.
That's so offensive.
Yeah,
I'm gonna come.
Canceled. We're gonna get canceled now.
What? Who cares?
Over before it started.
Dude, we're getting like 5 views on our podcast. We get lots of views on our shorts, but it was just like, Chuck, you are a worthless motherfucker. That was his kink, was to rap apparently retarded chicks.
Muscular dystrophy.
Yeah.
She had, what isn't she? What the same?
No, it's not the same.
Oh yeah,
He's a normal dude, and he's like, I want to fuck you, and he's banging her. He said when she came, he's like, yeah. He thought she was dying. Thought she was fucking dying, but he didn't give a shit because he needed to get his. So he went and wrapped her hair around his cock and jerked off in it. What an asshole.
That story added a lot to this podcast.
It always does. Okay, well, I'm going to end it here because it's 2 hours and 20 minutes, or an hour and 20 minutes, 40 minutes, 15 minutes, 12 minutes.
Hours.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of the Unfamiliar Podcast.
Bye. Thank you.